Hello, this is Austin of the Austin Channel, and yes, in Hollywood today, there's the rumor mill where uh, Kristen Stewart and Lupita Nyongo are being largely considered for the, you know, uh, Charlie's Angels reboot that's due in 2019. That's to be directed by Elizabeth Banks. So I think it's great news. You know what? I never did like, not in the slightest, never liked the 2000s movies with Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, and Drew Barrymore. I would say, for me personally, Lucy Liu was about the only saving grace of those movies, and they were just too goofy. And you know what? I didn't like either of Bosleys either. I didn't like Bill Murray in the first movie, and I did not like Bernie Mac in Full Throttle either. I just simply said, well, it was a cash for Bernie Mac. It was a cash grab because of the popularity of him and his show at that time. And there, I would say that the TV show, I have very fond memories of the classic TV show. Never mind that my slight criticisms is that they were over sexualized. You know, Jacqueline Smith, Farrah Fawcett, and company, they were just over sexualized. And Aaron Spelling, the late Aaron Spelling, he didn't have respect for women very much, because I think, even though I owned the complete series of Charmed, I would say that, yeah, again, Aaron Spelling was a producer who over-sexualized his actresses. Oh, except if they were his daughter. You know, in the original 90210, Tori Spelling had, you know, she was on the original 90210, and, oh, suddenly she's the only one who gets to play a virgin. Thanks a lot. Oh yeah, Aaron Spelling, that's just great. Shannon Daughtery, everybody else are the sluts, but your little Tory gets to be the virgin. You fucking prick. I also would say that I kind of have, you know, some hope, very positive vibes for this Charlie's Angels. And then of course, yes, as always yes, and always whenever Kristen Stewart is talked up for a role, of course you're gonna have her hardcore big time haters out there that'll take to the internet with their, oh, she's box office poison, she can't act, she's ugly, this, that. Whatever, man. Look, you know, I'm going to say this about Kristen Stewart haters. Kristen Stewart haters are like that bratty little teenager, high school teenager, where they always talk down prom. They fucking know they know they want to go to prom, but they just don't have the guts. You know, prom is terrible. Well, we know there's a deeper truth. Prom is not terrible. They have poor ass parents who can't afford them their prom suit or prom dress or whatever, or they know that they also know they have a very undesirable personality that nobody wants to fucking date their ass. But instead of they say what it is, they'd rather just say prom is terrible and it's boring. So I would say Kristen Stewart is like prom, where there's maybe it's a little too sweet, a little too dainty, or maybe she, you know, is a little too much of a sweetheart for. I would say there's times where she's a little too much of a sweetheart, even though I'm a fan. But that's prom. Kristen Stewart is prom, and her haters are like the bratty teenager, where like instead of these haters say like that instead of they admit that they themselves don't have the looks or personality to be in or have the personality to be in Hollywood, and they don't have the ability to take rejection, because that's pretty much what 80% of Hollywood is, taking rejection. They would rather say Kristen Stewart sucks, instead of admitting, well, they can't suck things up like how Kristen Stewart does, and that's why she's in Hollywood. So that's that analogy I'm saying. So there. But I would like to see, but as for the future casting, for the third Angel, I'd like to see somebody I like, you know. I mean, even if it's an actress, even if it's an actress I don't like, well, it's versus two I do like, Lupita and Stu. Well, you know what? At least it would still make up for the 2000s movies where it's like, well, it was one actress I like versus two I don't really like. But like, I'm just watching for the one actress I do like. Well, at least this time I'll be watching for two actresses I do like against one I don't like. But like, you know, I don't like Haley Bennett. I think she is like, for anyone who says Stu is bland, I think for any millennial age actress, Haley Bennett is the blandest of bland. For Bosley, again, I didn't like Bill Murray, didn't like Bernie Mac. For Bosley, please don't cop out and get us somebody from SNL, because I would say, please just don't get someone from a sitcom or SNL. Just, you know, please don't get us anyone from SNL or The Big Bang Theory. And I would say, please try getting someone a little more contemporary, like maybe like Ethan Hawke. I think Ethan Hawke would have the bit of the humor and a little bit of the seriousness, like the late David Doyle did in the 1970s TV show. Or if not Ethan, I'd say my man Mark Wahlberg. I'd love Mark. I think Mark Wahlberg definitely would be an awesome fucking Bosley. I would also say let's see, who could be Bosley? Keanu Reeves? Maybe Robert Downey Jr.? I think he'd be a great freaking Bosley. For villains, please don't bring back Sam Rockwell. And don't bring back Kelly Lynch either. You know. For the third angel, I would love to see no Haley Bennett. Well, if you get Haley Bennett, fine. I'll tolerate her just because of Lupita and Stu, but fine. But I don't really want her. But I think Olivia Wilde would be awesome. Or perhaps, I know some people are saying get Saoirse Ronan. I'm like, no. Some people say, oh well, no, it should be Rihanna. I'm like, fuck that. Like, really, no. I tolerate her at best with Valerian, but that's about it. But yeah, there was also that 2011 reboot, which unfortunately Drew Barrymore was the executive producer, and that was a fucking mess. And oh yeah, please don't try to get us a young Bosley. Like, really, like, I think for people, I would say Robert Downey Jr., Mark Wahlberg, Ethan Hawke would probably be among good choices for Bosley. I mean, I guess Robert Downey Jr., I guess that's where one time, I guess the Stu haters, if Kristen Stewart haters, if they ever watch this movie, they'd have to suck it up for RDJ. And that's my video. I don't want to plagiarize Jeremy Johns, but you know, put your comments and tell me what you think. Who do you think would be a good Bosley? In other words, I don't want you coming. I said, yes, right. You speak English and you've had good parents, really good parents who trained you right, who taught you how to think and fucking speak. You stick with the topic. Who do you think would be a good Bosley? In other words, I don't want you coming here putting any anti-Kristen Stewart shit or anything negative about Lupita Nyongo or any shit like that, because I will fucking block your ass and delete your comment off my comment board. You got it? Good. Now, stick with the subject. Who do you think would be a good Bosley if you can read lips? Now, that's my video, and you have a good one.